Hello Army! Welcome back to Taekook Update Channel. Something unexpected happened on stage that night, and fans are still talking about it. In the middle of the concert, as the lights flashed and the crowd roared louder than ever, Taekook suddenly moved closer than anyone expected. At first, it looked like just another playful moment, but then their hands met, and the entire stadium erupted into screams. Cameras caught every second, the smiles, the eye contact, the way they didn't pull away right away. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing, and the energy in the arena instantly changed. But what happened in the next few seconds is the moment everyone keeps replaying. You might think you saw it already, but did you really notice this detail? The energy inside Raymond James Stadium kept building long after that first unexpected moment. The lights above the stage shimmered against thousands of glowing light sticks, creating waves of color that rolled across the audience, like a living ocean. From every angle, cameras captured the scene as Taehyung and Jungkook remained close, their presence at center stage drawing attention even when the music thundered at full volume. Fans who had come expecting powerful performances suddenly found themselves watching something far more emotional unfold in real time. As the confetti continued to fall, the moment seemed to stretch longer than expected. Their movements appeared natural, almost effortless. Yet, there was a noticeable shift in the atmosphere that spread through the stadium like electricity. Audience members lifted their phones higher, afraid to miss even a second, sensing that something unforgettable was happening right before their eyes. The roar of cheers swelled into a deafening wave that echoed off the walls, turning the stadium into a single heartbeat shared by tens of thousands of voices. The closeness between them didn't fade as quickly as many assumed it would. Instead, their body language carried a calm confidence that contrasted sharply with the chaos of the crowd's reaction. Shoulder to shoulder, step by step, they moved across the stage with an ease that suggested deep familiarity and trust. Every glance exchanged between them became a moment fans dissected frame by frame, searching for hidden meaning in the smallest details. It wasn't just the physical gestures that captured attention, but the quiet intensity behind them, the sense that this connection went beyond choreography or routine. From the far corners of the venue, the giant screens magnified every expression. Smiles flashed across the displays, drawing another surge of cheers that rolled through the audience, like thunder. The atmosphere shifted from excitement to something deeper, more emotional, as if the entire stadium had synchronized into one shared feeling. Fans who had followed their journey for years felt an overwhelming sense of nostalgia, remembering earlier stages, smaller venues, and moments that once seemed impossible to repeat at this scale. The music carried on, powerful and relentless, but the focus of the crowd kept drifting back to them. Each synchronized movement felt heavier with meaning, every step sparking louder reactions than the last. There was a sense that the night had crossed into territory no one predicted, turning a routine concert into a moment fans would revisit countless times. Even security staff and crew members appeared momentarily distracted, glancing toward the stage as the reaction from the audience refused to settle. As the performance pushed forward, the emotional weight only intensified. The glow from thousands of lights created a halo-like effect around the stage, making every movement look cinematic. Fans pressed closer to the barriers, voices rising into chants that echoed across the massive venue. Social media feeds began flooding in real time, clips spreading faster than anyone could track, each angle revealing new details others had missed. Within minutes, the moment transformed from a live experience into a global conversation. What made the scene even more powerful was the timing. It happened during a part of the concert when anticipation was already at its peak, when the audience expected grand visuals and explosive choreography. Instead, they witnessed something quieter, yet far more unforgettable. The subtle gestures carried more emotional impact than fireworks or pyrotechnics ever could. The crowd didn't just watch, they reacted instinctively, their cheers growing louder with every second that passed. The tension in the air refused to fade. Even as the performance transitioned into the next sequence, the memory of what had just happened lingered heavily in the atmosphere. Fans exchanged stunned expressions, some covering their mouths in disbelief, others shouting into the night as if trying to release the overwhelming excitement building inside them. The stadium felt alive, vibrating with energy that refused to settle into silence. Online, reactions multiplied at an unstoppable pace. Clips replayed the same few seconds repeatedly, each replay drawing more attention than the last. Fans zoomed in on expressions, analyzed body language, and shared theories about what made the moment feel so different from anything before. It became clear that this was no ordinary highlight. It was the kind of scene that would define the night itself. As the concert continued, the emotional intensity lingered like an echo that refused to disappear. The connection scene on stage had already become the most talked about memory of the evening, overshadowing even the most elaborate parts of the show. Yet, the feeling that something even bigger might follow hung in the air, creating a sense of anticipation that refused to let go. And as the final lights flickered across the stage and the cheers reached their loudest point of the night, fans realized that what they had just witnessed wasn't simply another concert moment. It was the kind of memory that would stay with them long after the music stopped, replaying in their minds again and again, leaving one lingering question that kept the excitement alive. What truly led to that moment? And was there something more behind it that the cameras had not yet revealed? The noise inside Raymond James Stadium refused to settle as the performance moved into its next phase. The earlier moment still lingered in the air, as if the entire stadium was replaying it silently at once. The crowd's energy had changed completely. What started as excitement had turned into something deeper, heavier with emotion. Everyone felt they had witnessed a moment that would be remembered far beyond that night. On stage, Kim Taehyung moved with his usual calm confidence, but now every gesture carried new meaning. Jeon Jungkook stayed close enough that fans couldn't stop watching them, even during transitions meant for the full group. Every glance between them became a moment worth capturing. Every small movement, an arm brushing a shoulder, a step taken in perfect sync, sparked another wave of screams. Fans held their phones tightly, afraid to miss even a second. Some replayed clips immediately, shocked by details they hadn't noticed in real time. As the music grew louder, the stage lights deepened, casting dramatic shadows across the performance. Yet the focus of the crowd kept returning to that connection. Then, for a brief second, Taehyung and Jungkook moved close once again. It lasted only a moment, but the reaction was explosive. Thousands of voices rose at once, filling the stadium with cheers so loud it felt like the entire structure was shaking. There was no dramatic spotlight, no planned pause. It happened naturally, and that made it feel even more real. Within seconds, clips spread across social media. Fans everywhere replayed the moment, searching for hidden details and asking the same question. Was this just another stage moment or something much deeper?